Guys, Kuroo here, and today with a new video. So today I wanted to make a new in-depth guide for the current ranking event, Flowers in the Night Sky, with the Cobalt boss. So yeah, so some of the basics. The boss is from the water element, so you probably want to use a unit from the earth element. So currently there's the Yukata banner, and as always the newest banner is like most of the time the strongest for the ranking event. And if you can, you want to have one of those because they have attack up buff and they can stun. And if you don't have any of these new characters, then try to use some normal earth characters like the Alice version 2, which is pretty strong for this ranking event. The version 1 is also pretty strong. And Idol Lisbeth is also pretty good, but yeah, because she doesn't have combo window, she's kind of hard to use. And if you don't have these units, then hopefully you may have gotten one of the new free Yunas, the tropical Yunas from the ranking rewards with the tickets. She is also very strong, especially for this ranking event. And yeah. So a quick few tips: if you have one of the new units, or if you want to go for the ranking events and want some new units, the new Rain, the Yukata Rain, is really strong because of her SS3. She can almost do like 3 SS3s in a time that the new Asuna does 1. So yeah, you probably want to get her, and I would say that the Xenon is the second best because she has a ranged stun, and yeah, she can hit from everywhere. But enough of this, let's jump right into the ranking guide. So these were just some of the basics, and let's talk about this guide. I want to make more of a basics guide for especially the newer players. So let's first look at the attack pattern. Let's start with the unparable attacks first. So the boss is this huge festival kobold, and his first attack is that he jumps up and smashes the ground. You want to walk a bit forward and then dodge down, and wait till the X stops glowing and then attack him, otherwise you will still take damage. And you cannot go behind him even if you have a shield, otherwise you will still take damage. So the next unparable attack is this dash thing attack. It's pretty long. So if you can, you want to stun him while he does this, or dodge his attacks with some ability. So the next parable attack the first boss does is this roundhouse slash. It's pretty slow. The next one is this slash. It's even slower than the first one. And the last parable attack he does is like this one. This is pretty fast, so it's the fastest of the 3 parable attacks. So yeah, this is it about the attack pattern. So he doesn't, at least the first boss. So if you kill him, there will be a second one, but this is the attack pattern for the first one. So let's take a quick run at him. He will always start with this jumping attack. You can just dodge it and attack him a few times. Then he will do one of the parable attacks. You can get a few auto attacks in before you parry this. And he will do a second parable attack. So the jump, then 2 parable attacks, and then he will do the walking thing, I don't know how to call it, where he slashes the ground. You can then walk at him and parry the next 2 attacks again. So it's unparryable, 2 parryable, unparryable, 2 parryable. And after this he will do the walking attack again. Every time he does this you have enough time to charge up your MP. But if you can, you want to stun him here because this attack takes the longest time. After this he will do a jumping attack, so 2 unparryable attacks in a row. And then he will do a parryable attack again and another one after this. So yeah, that's the only thing where he does like 2 unparryable attacks. After this he will do the walking attack again, and then he will most likely jump again. So yeah, after you get his health a little lower, he will then do 2 unparryable attacks in a row instead of 1. So let's look at the second boss. So his first unparryable attack is this jump. Be careful because the jump follows you a bit, so you want to dodge back as late as possible. The second one is this attack where he creates whirlpools. If you stand directly in front of him, you will not take any damage at all. So yeah, you don't need to worry about that. But if you can, you want to stun him while he does either the jump or this whirlpool attack. So the next attack is where he does the slash, and the second part of it is parryable, but the first part is unparryable. If you can, you want to stand above him to parry his second slash, and if you stand above him, you can parry it a little bit faster than if you stand below him. So the next parryable attack is this sliding attack. This timing can be kind of awkward because he slides a bit and then slashes, so be aware of this. So another parryable attack are the same ones from before. The spinning attack, which is pretty slow. This one, which is even slower, but it's a nice change of pace. You can get a few auto attacks in to get your MP back. And the last one, which is this slash from above, which is pretty fast, but you can still get around 2 to 3 auto attacks with daggers or rapiers. But with swords, I think it's about 2 is the limit. So let's see how to do him. He will start with the sliding attack and then do the unparryable into parryable attack. It's always the same. When the second boss comes, then he does the jump and then the maelstrom. You want to, and after this he will do a parryable attack again. So yeah, you want to stun him while he does either the jump or the whirlpool attack. So unparryable into parryable again, and after this he will do a parryable attack again, I believe. And yep, it's either the charging attack or one of the other 3 normal parryable attacks. And after this he will do the double slash thing again. Sometimes he will do the how do you call it, the jump into the maelstrom again, but it's yeah, the chances of this are pretty low. So yeah, that's the attack pattern for the boss. So let's take a full run, or look at a full run. So as I said, the first boss will always start with the jump. You can just dodge down, wait for the X to stop glowing, and then attack and parry the parryable attack. Get a few auto attacks in, use ability, then parry the second parryable attack, and use an ability. And after this you can just auto attack him a few times. Dagger's limit is about 5 auto attacks, and then you can just go back, auto attack him a few times and parry the parryable attack. And after this you will do the second parryable attack. You can get like 2 or 3 autos in again and then parry. I'm talking about dagger or rapier users. With sword users it's most likely 1 auto attack less. So after this it's the unparryable attack, and then he will do a jump. So be aware of this. Don't go up too early. You want to wait till the X almost stops glowing. And then he will do a parryable attack again. And after this 1 more. And after this, yeah, as you might have guessed, he will do the unparryable walk attack again. And then he will do the jump attack. And yeah. With the jump attack you don't want to stand behind him even if you have a shield, because it's the multiple projectile attack, and even if you have a shield it will break and you will take damage. So the second boss comes sliding in, and you can just parry the attack and auto attack him a few times. Then the double slash, you want to stay above him, but I'm not doing this because I'm too bad. So after this the jump attack, dodge back and just stand in front of him and you won't take damage from the whirlpools. If you stand behind him you will take damage. Then he will do a parryable attack, and then he will do the unparryable into parryable attack again. So the attack pattern for this boss is pretty simple this time, and yeah, the next attack is again a parryable attack, and after this it's most likely the double unparryable into parryable attack again. And yeah, it's kind of awkward to hit the second parry sometimes, for me at least, but I hope you guys can do this better than me. So yeah, I think the boss this time is pretty easy, and the problem is that you won't do enough damage. And another thing you might want to know is that I don't know, it feels like the ranking equipment this time isn't so strong. So if you can, you want to use the sailor equipment. Or at least I'm using the ranking equipment for 1 unit and the sailor equipment or something, which is the teddy bear accessory, for my other 2 units. And I feel like this does a lot more damage than if you're using 3 of the ranking equipments. And yeah, it helped me like get 1 second faster from about 34 seconds to 33. So yeah, I think the other accessory is pretty good this time too. So just try it and tell me what you think of this. So that's it for this video guys, thanks for watching. If you liked it then please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one. So hopefully this could help a few of you guys. I know it's a little bit late. Well, I guess there's still technically about 3 days, I think, for the ranking event. And yeah, this is more of a beginner's guide, and maybe I will do a little video later where I will show off a few tricks, or maybe they're tricks, maybe just something somebody doesn't know out there, and hopefully this can help someone out there. So yeah, I hope you like this video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.